So let's keep the discussion on Andrelton Simmons. We know that he hit his 13th home run today. This has been a career year offensively for the 27-year-old. Also second overall in WAR in the majors, behind only Jose Altuve. Do you think Simmons should be getting more MVP consideration, or the fact that he has Mike Trout on his team, is he already out of the conversation because of that alone?
Yeah, I think Trout makes it tough for Andrelton. I don't think he should be getting MVP consideration. Now, that's not me saying he's not been a incredibly important part of the Angels' push towards one of these wild card spots, because without Simmons, they would not be here, especially when he really turned it on offensively. When Trout was injured and on the shelf, that's when Simmons really kind of took it upon himself to lead this team offensively. As you mentioned, a career year, but he's still only batting .292. There's not a lot of power there. That's not his job. 13 home runs, 57 RBIs, an on-base percentage of .345. You know, you think of a middle infielder who's not going to give you a ton of power, even though 13's a lot for him. Well, then is he giving you a ton of steals? He's only got 17 steals. It's more just the little intangible things he does, and that's where I think WAR is a good calculation of how much he really affects this team, because that's where you see those wins above replacement, the plays he makes at shortstop that other shortstops throughout the American League maybe don't make, the runs he saves, the unbelievable range he has at that position. I think that's the sharpest tool in his tool belt, is his ability to completely nullify the middle of the field defensively because of his incredible play defensively at shortstop. Offensively, he's having a career year, but is he a Jose Altuve? No. Is he Mike Trout? No. I think there's probably 5 or 6 guys I'd put ahead of him in the MVP discussion, and that's not to
don't want to
disrespect him at all. But they're just not MVP numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
he's important to this team. He's not an MVP of the American League.
As great as he is defensively, if you're going to be in an MVP conversation, you have to provide a little more pop offensively. And even at his height, with him having a career year, the numbers still aren't there.
Still only 13 bucks.
And it's not like he's been injured. Like, he's played the majority of the season. When I look,
455 at-bats. He's played every day. And that's part of what makes him great. You pencil him in. He plays every day. He's been awesome. But let's face it, your shortstop is supposed to be great defensively.
Absolutely.
That's who you build your defense around, and Mike Scioscia's got probably the best one in the business.
Angels certainly still in the hunt to make the playoffs. We'll see if Simmons can help them get to that postseason.